Mickey Mouse, DreamWorks, Snoopy, Star Wars. All this and much more in the February 2024 cartoon preview. Kicking off the month on the 1st is the full 10-episode second season of Max's MTV reboot of Clone High. From Phil Lord and Chris Miller, this modern refresh of the hit series follows a high school for clones of the greatest minds in history. 20 years after the original experiment was put on ice, Joan, JFK, Abe and Cleo have been thawed out to resume school with their new clone classmates, all while navigating a new set of cultural norms and overly dramatic teen relationships. The series stars Will Forte, Nicole Sullivan, Krista Miller, and Ayo Adebury. Also on the 2nd, Disney Plus will debut the new Pixar Spark short, Self. The short follows a wooden doll who desperately wants to fit in and makes an ill-fated wish upon a star, sparking a journey of self-discovery. Her desire to blend in with her peers leads her down a harmful path, challenging her perspectives of both who she is and where she belongs. The experimental short, which will likely run under 10 minutes, is notable as Pixar's first effort in stop-motion animation. On the 2nd, Netflix will release the latest DreamWorks animated feature, Orion and the Dark. Based on the book by Emma Yarlett and written by Charlie Kaufman, it sees a young boy completely consumed by irrational fears, paid a visit by his worst fear, the dark, who whisks him away on a roller coaster ride around the world to prove there is nothing to be afraid of. It stars the voice talents of Jacob Tremblay and Paul Walter Hauser. Also on the 2nd, Paramount Feature Animation's The Tiger's Apprentice will land on Paramount Plus. Based on Lawrence Yap's novel, the movie follows a Chinese-American boy who discovers that he is part of a long lineage of magical protectors known as the Guardians, and finds that he must bring the estranged Zodiac animal warriors back together to fight against the evil forces that threaten the world. It stars voice talents of Henry Golding, Lucy Liu, Brandon Suhu, Bowen Yang, Leah Lewis, Sandra Oh, and Michelle Yeoh. Also on the 2nd, it's the 2nd season premiere of Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are in their element as superheroes. However, as Moon Girl's superheroing intertwines more with her personal life, she must decide if the cost of keeping her identity a secret is worth the toll it takes on her family. The 2-episode premiere will screen on Disney Channel and Disney XD, with 2 episodes airing each Saturday thereafter. However, a batch of episodes lands on Disney Plus on the 3rd. On the 5th, Solar Opposites returns with their latest special, the Valentine's Day special, on Hulu and Disney Plus Star internationally. In this episode, the Solar Opposites, a team of 4 aliens living in suburban America, get romantic AF as they declare war on Valentine's Day. The special returns the voices of Dan Stevens, Thomas Middleditch, and Sean Giambrone. Also on the 5th, PBS will premiere Layla in the Loop. This funny and engaging preschool series follows 7-year-old Layla Loops and her fantastical blue sidekick, Stu, who use creative and strategic problem-solving and critical thinking skills to help their family, friends, and community. Debuting in both English and Spanish, the series is set to air weekdays. Also on the 5th, Netflix will drop the entire 17-episode first season of Dee and Friends in Oz. When a mysterious key transports her to the land of Oz, a regular kid named Dee goes on a musical journey to save magic and be the hero of the story. Flipping the classic Wizard of Oz story upside down, the series is set to follow not a young girl yearning to get back home, but one making a home for herself in this fantasy world, while learning about herself in the process. It's notable as the first Oz adaptation, especially for preschoolers. On the 9th, Pixar's Turning Red finally gets its long-awaited theatrical release after being dumped for free on Disney Plus in 2022. Meet Mei Lee, a confident, dorky 13-year-old torn between staying her mother's dutiful daughter and the chaos of adolescence. And as if changes to her interests, relationships, and body weren't enough, whenever she gets too excited, which is practically always, she poofs into a giant red panda. The movie stars Rosalie Chang and Sandra Oh. On the 12th, Nickelodeon will premiere long-awaited series Rock, Paper, Scissors. Rock, Paper and Scissors are a trio of best friends and roommates who lovingly compete over everything in hilarious but mostly wildly absurd and extreme ways, such as playing hide and seek around the world, running from the birthday police, defending the world from an alien invasion, and going head-to-head with the Rat Bros. The series stars Ron Funches, Thomas Lennon and Carlos Alazraqui. It airs weekdays. On the 14th, the final batch of Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures Season 1 will drop on Disney+, inviting preschool audiences to take their first step into the Star Wars galaxy. The series is set 200 years before The Phantom Menace during the High Republic era, and follows Jedi younglings as they study the ways of the Force, explore the galaxy, help citizens and creatures in need, and learn valuable skills needed to become Jedi along the way. This final drop consists of 6 episodes. On the 15th, Max will drop the entire 22-episode first season of Bees Blocked from the Sesame Workshop. This brand new, comedic, animated preschool series centers on compassionate and curious 5-year-old Bee and her 2 best friends, a group of vibrant wooden blocks, as they model kindness through friendship and empathy. The series is part of an expanding animation slate from the Sesame Workshop and Warner Discovery. On the 16th, Apple TV Plus will premiere the latest Peanuts special, Snoopy Presents Welcome Home, Franklin. Described as an origin story of one of Peanuts' most beloved characters, the special follows the new-in-town Franklin as he struggles to make friends, hoping to win their love by winning the neighborhood soapbox derby race. Partnering up with Charlie Brown, the pair work together to build a car and in the process become good buddies. The film spawns from a new line of Peanuts spin-off shorts, focusing on characters who've never had the spotlight before. On the 18th, following its early January pilot premiere, Fox will debut brand new series Grimsburg in the animation domination block. This adult animated comedy centers on Marvin Flute, who may be the greatest detective ever to catch a cannibal clown and correctly identify a mid-century modern armoire. But there's one mystery he still can't crack: himself. To do that, he must return to Grimsburg and redeem himself in the eyes of his fellow detectives, his ferocious ex-wife, and his lovably unstable son. The series stars John Hamm as Flute, alongside Aaron Hayes, Rachel Dratch, Alan Tudyk, and Kevin Michael Richardson. On the 21st, Disney Plus will premiere the 3rd and final season of Star Wars The Bad Batch. In this epic season, the Batch will have their limits tested in the fight to reunite with Omega. With the group fractured and facing threats from all directions, they will have to seek out unexpected allies, embark on dangerous missions, and muster everything they have learned to free themselves from the Empire. Following a 3-episode premiere, the series will run weekly for a total of 15 episodes. On the 22nd, Netflix will launch the entire 10-episode first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This live-action reimagining of the beloved Nickelodeon animated series follows Aang, the young Avatar, as he learns to master the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, air, to restore balance to a world threatened by the terrifying Fire Nation. The series stars Gordon Cormier as Aang, alongside Daniel Day Kim, Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, Elizabeth Yu, and Tamlin Tomita. Also on the 22nd, Max will drop the entire 3rd season of Jellystone. The series follows an ensemble of Hanna-Barbera characters as they live, work, play, and, as is often the case, destroy the town in some silly way together. Alongside Yogi Bear and Boo Boo, the series also stars Huckleberry Hound, Snagglepuss, Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy, Peter Potamus, and many more. No episode number has yet been revealed. On the 23rd, Disney Channel and Disney Junior will premiere the 3rd season of preschool series Mickey Mouse Funhouse. In these new episodes, Mickey, Minnie and their friends embark on more imaginative journeys through the magical doors of Funny the Funhouse, returning them to places like the Enchanted Rainforest and the Old West, and taking them to new locales like Movie Magic Land, as well as culturally rich locations like Armenia, Korea and India. The series will air on weekdays and will roll out on Disney Plus later in the year. Also on the 23rd, Prime Video will drop the entire 8-episode first season of Second Best Hospital in the Galaxy. The adult animated series follows Dr. Sleech and Dr. Clack, aliens, best friends, and intergalactically renowned surgeons, as they tackle anxiety-eating parasites, illegal time loops, and deep space STIs. It stars a stellar vocal cast including Kiki Palmer, Stephanie Hsu, Natasha Lyonne, Kieran Culkin, Maya Rudolph, and Sam Smith. And finally, on the 28th, Disney Plus will launch 6-episode event series Iwaju, a collaboration between Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pan-African comic book entertainment company Kugali. This original animated series is an exciting coming-of-age story set in a futuristic Lagos, Nigeria, and follows Tola, a young girl from the wealthy island, and her best friend Cole, a self-taught tech expert, as they discover the secrets and dangers hidden in their different worlds. The series is set to be bursting with unique visual elements and technological advancements inspired by the spirit of Lagos. And that is all of the major animated releases for February 2024. As always, join the conversation down below and let me know what you're most and least excited to check out this month.